Well, good afternoon, universe. Welcome back. You know what? Somebody made a comment before, and they said that in one of the videos you couldn't hear it because there was music playing. And so, based on that, I said, you know what? Okay, I won't play no music. Some things require music, but this one doesn't. This is called Purple. One moment. Ready? Purple. Peace with purple, love with purple, care with purple, live with purple, breathe with purple people eaters, laugh with purple faces and blue smiles, cry with purple tears when a baby is born, and die with purple flowers, bringing closure to fall showers and have faith with purple passion. Only, only the truth is outlasting. I'm not asking. Be purple, signed and written with purple ink by who do you think? 5/1/2020. One moment. Just trying to keep you caught up, and right now they're stacking up like books. So let's get to it, right? This is Quiet Nights Hillside. One moment. Alright, ready? Quiet Nights Hillside. Nothing but pretty lights and planes taking off into flight. Darkness surrounds the cars passing on the freeway close by, as well as all of us. Kids laughing, dogs barking, and what seems to be a car running in place. I can hear a waterfall, the writer says, and what fall is for water, a small less to nothing question. The power of love stands alone without the need for assistance. But come on, it's love we're talking about. The everlasting feeling that you'll do more for love than you would even consider doing for drugs. 5/1/2020. Written by Ivory Franklin Daniels, aka Frank Ivory Ford. This is called Green Shadows, The Lookout Point. Written on Palm Avenue, actually. One moment. Alright, Green Shadows, a lookout point. Undisturbed water, nothing to change but humanity. Take notice to the butterfly changing, the metamorphosis stage where you change from something that crawls only to something that can fly to the highest of heights. Even the passing of cars and people doesn't change a thing. Cutting of grass, thinking of the past, bass beating in the trunk. I felt the vibe deep inside. Shadows of chain link fences plastered across my feet, the writer says to himself. A memory of his past, a memory that stays the same, and that's to keep on changing. 5/2020. This is called Stopping to Smell the Flowers, which I actually did. Because they smell good. There's a potpourri for humanity. The universe knew what it was doing when it said, you know what, we need some flowers that are fragrant. But one moment. No, we're not going to read this one. We're going to have to save that for another day. Or actually, not at all. How rude. Some things you just can't have. But this is a great place to sit. Oh yeah, this is written on Palm Avenue as well. This is called a great place to sit. A nice place to be sitting on a green box in the middle of the traffic, waiting for my car system to get worked on. The shade of my shadow set upon my right hand, gifted by this beautiful sunlight. The swaying of trees blowing in the wind. Heavy trucks, what the fuck? It will be a sad day in hell to cross. No sign, watch out, bam, you're gone. 5/2/2020. It's called Only Four Left. Can you help me with rest? This is written about a gentleman that was on Palm Avenue that I actually know. And he was in the hospital and they amputated his finger because it was infected. But they didn't even ask him about it and they just chopped it off. And now it's stitched up and he needs legal assistance. But so he only has four left. So in the title, can you help with the rest? You know, if you're missing one, you know, he's missing the first finger, so you only got 3 fingers and a thumb now. So one moment. Okay. Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh, she's cute, picking up a pink shirt or a knitted sweater. I don't know. 4 fingers in, 1 lost. And to whom do we call? People are sick, lost, and confused. To where do they look for help? If my clothes are dirty, finger missing, and to whom do I look for help? Was that the only way, cutting off my finger, or was it the fastest way to send me on my way? Says the man with only 4 left. 5/2/2020. It's called Powerless Passion. And it's written in red ink. I don't know if you can see that. But ready? Powerless Passion. Color of passion. excuse me, the color of passion. Slow music, body plays a smooth tune with no delay. The power of passion is like the Big Bang Theory. Pow, you'll melt. Now even the blood that flows through your veins. The power of passion, never to be tested, only respect. Real and only commitment. Can you dig it? Passion, the closest thing to being human that's found in all species. 5/2/2020. This is called Message Found on the Side of the Road, which is actually about two guys that I pulled over on the Strand, and they were stranded on the Strand, which is pretty fucked up. But they're in the military, and I seen them as I went by, but I was already on the opposite side. I was going too fast. I mean, I was on their side, but I was going too fast. I was like, okay, if they're still there when I come back, I'll help you. I mean, my truck is fucked up. It's really not that great, but I can use its last little bit of life to help you. Well, then that would be cool. And if I'm stranded down the line, I'm not really worried about it because I can hop out. I can use my Lambo Feeties and get to walking until I, come back for it. But yeah, so their message though is based on their experience in boot camp. Because I was asking them, so what is the standard running? Like how many miles do you have to run? Because I jog now, and I'll be jogging super miles. So it's just a question, and he was like, well, the standard jogging is like 3 miles, but we've ran up to 10 miles, and I think that if I had something to share with everybody, which his message was, that every day there's so many people dropping out, and I would think about it, but every chow, every dinner, I know that the day is over, and, I'd go in my rack, and yeah, I'm thirsty, and I might want some water, and I'm pretty tired, but I know when I go to sleep, I can wake up and do it again, and he kept doing that until he got out of boot camp. Now he's like 6 months out, and which was awesome because that was the message that I found on the road. When I be thinking this shit is really super hard and it's just stressing you out, but sometimes things aren't meant to be so comfortable, because if you were comfortable you would stay, right? You want to be grown and start moving on a different way, and if you're comfortable you will stay in that position. So when things seem hard, it's really not, the day is over and you can continue and try again. So that was his message, but that's not the prank. But one moment. So, here we go. Stuck on the side of the road, standing tall, 2 Marines. Been in the service for about 6 months. Left to get some monster drinks at 8 from North Island Naval Base. Yet, they're on Highway 75. We met trying to give you a jump, and a jump was given. A jump into the mind of the rider. That things seem hard, but when you get through it, you can look back and say, yeah, I did it. Thanks for the message. Keep fighting and striving for, striving forward. Things may seem hard, but that's what builds a better path. Strengthening the structural path to ensure the integrity of the road so others can follow. For life lives on other lives, which is true. Actually, there's a palm tree, like I said, in my backyard. It has this rope connected to the palm tree because it grew, and it had 2 ends, and one's over here and one's over here, and then there's a pillar in the middle, and then there's this rope that's tied to the pillar to the palm tree. And if you look closely, you'll see that there's life living on the rope and there's life living on the palm tree. So if you would consider people to be like plants, there's life living on you, and if you fell, all the life that's living on you will fall with you. So if you can keep striving forward, then that'd be the best, to build a structural path for the rest, and that's 5/3/2020. Moving forward. It's called Cool Breeze, No Fleas. Damn bugs. Alright, cool breeze, no fleas. Alright, excuse me. Change of matter into more, the change of what mattered into a more build to last form of what's needed and what's unwanted, but nevertheless finding love through the blue light. The flame at its hottest point turns blue. The strongest blue sky is a real enjoyable life, standing or sitting by the wooden fence, bottom laced with cinder block, pretty green living plants, and purple flowers with white, standing out with the light. 5/3/2020.